I feel that, like, the way you're speaking to me, it's kind of like, I know you said that you had to say those things, but it's here, and I've already said it to the special victims yesterday, but there's, like, ideas in my head.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid to say it out loud.
Where are you, ma'am? Calm down. What people broke into our house? Okay, take us show us all his money. Okay, ma'am, where are you? What? Avenue Road. Yeah. Do you spell the your name for me, please?
When a terrified young woman dials 911 to report a home invasion and murder, the situation is never as straightforward as it seems. Take, for instance, the chilling events that unfolded on November 8, 2010, in the affluent urban district of Unionville, Markham, Ontario. On that fateful day, 3 armed men forcefully entered the Pan family home, sending shockwaves through the hearts of Jennifer Pan's parents, Han and Bick. The intruders brandished their guns, instilling fear in the entire household, and proceeded to ransack the premises, demanding every last penny they could lay their hands on. After seizing all the valuables within reach, the burglars callously herded Bick and Han into the basement, where tragedy struck. Multiple gunshots pierced the air, instantly claiming Bick's life. Han, however, miraculously clung to life, albeit gravely wounded. He was swiftly transported to Markham Stouffville Hospital. When Jennifer Pan reached out to the authorities, her initial behavior mirrored what one would expect from a traumatized individual. She was visibly shaken, overwhelmed by distress, yet somehow managed to maintain a semblance of composure as she recounted her version of the horrifying events. Little did anyone know at the time, but investigators would soon uncover the cracks in Jennifer's story, revealing a shocking truth. She was far from the innocent victim she appeared to be. In fact, she had meticulously orchestrated the murder as part of a cold-blooded scheme to cash in on her parents' life insurance policies.
You do. Sort of take yourself back to earlier on today, yesterday, meaning the 8th of November.
And then, for some reason, I think one of the gentlemen asked my father if he had money in his wallet and where his wallet was. They kept all the lights off on the main floor. The only time there was light was when they opened the fridge door to see if they could find where my mom's purse was.
Here we witness Jennifer reliving the horrifying ordeal of the thieves who invaded her home, held her hostage at gunpoint, and tragically took the life of her mother. Despite the evident distress she must be feeling, Jennifer remarkably maintains an impressive level of composure. It is truly astonishing, considering that only a few hours have passed since the traumatic incident, that she is able to recount the events with such calmness and clarity, almost as if she is playing a role and remembering her lines on cue. Even when Jennifer recalls the chilling sound of her parents' gunshots echoing from the basement, there is an unsettling detachment in her voice.
They had made the first round, or pop, pop, and they had said, okay, that's enough. Let's go.
While Jennifer may have been considered an innocent victim on paper, the investigators swiftly begin to question the veracity of her account. Doubts start to creep in, fueled by the small inconsistencies she unknowingly reveals. As a result, Jennifer is summoned for another interview just 2 days later. Little did they know that this decision would prove to be a turning point in their careers. In the subsequent interview, Jennifer's nerves are visibly heightened as she is asked to recount the crime once again. Ostensibly, this is to gather further details and verify her story. The detectives leading the case are covertly building a case against her, suspecting her involvement.
And you're now on the ground level? Are you on the floor? Or on the sitting on the stairs?
Floor. I'm sitting on the floor.
All right, where are your hands?
They had tied my hands,
So let's
as
go.
I said.
You're now bound to the railing. Can you show me, can you stand up and turn around and tell me, just show on the camera, how your hands are bound?
The detective's attention is immediately drawn to a crucial detail. How on earth was Jennifer able to dial 911 with her hands bound? With a sense of anticipation, he eagerly awaits the moment when Jennifer will reveal the truth behind this seemingly impossible feat.
And how do you make the phone call? 911?
Mm-hmm.
And do you talk down like that?
Yes, I'm yelling at the phone like this.
It seems almost miraculous when Jennifer stands up and demonstrates a movement that allows her to reach her phone and call for help. However, just as the detectives start to believe her story, Jennifer introduces another inconsistency. She begins recounting what happened after the intruders left the house, but the investigators can sense that the chronology doesn't add up. As they listen to the recording of the 911 call, they catch the exact moment when Jennifer realizes her father has survived the attack. His panicked cries, coming from a distant location, prompt her to realize that her initial account may not be entirely accurate.
He ran up the stairs and all I could hear was moaning. Yeah. Once I heard him starting to move, that's when I pulled out the phone and I was trying to call 911.
Did your mom know that you weren't going to university?
No.
And from 17 to 2021, they didn't know about the relationship. Now, do you think there's any reason why they tied you up and didn't tie your parents up?
I don't know.
And does it make sense that they would leave a witness behind if they were going to kill somebody? Does that make sense?
I guess
Now, what we need to get down to here today, Jen, is what really happened. You need to tell me what went on, yeah? When did you first start planning this? When was the final straw? What was the final straw? So who did you get to do this then? You have to tell me, Jen.
I don't know who he is. I just got his number.
You've told so much of the truth, you're just not telling the final portion. This isn't even half-truths anymore. This is 3/4, okay? The only thing missing is 1/4 of the truth. I need you to listen close to me, okay, Jen? At this point in the investigation, okay, I'm going to be arresting you for murder, okay? Also attempted murder and conspiracy to commit murder.
It's a similar situation to when she was first brought in for questioning, with the investigators aiming to lock her into as convoluted a lie as possible and keep playing on the pressure until she finally admits the truth, that she enlisted a supposed hitman in a plot to kill her parents. She still refuses to confess her full involvement in the crime, but the investigators still have enough evidence to charge her. Her and her 4 co-conspirators were given a life sentence without the possibility of parole for 25 years. Jennifer, now 34 years old, is still serving